Indonesia is an archipelagic country where 2/3 of its territory is seawater. As such, fishing is a very important business line which should be developed for the people's prosperity. However, it should be admitted that fishing in Indonesia is mostly done traditionally with a low rate of income. The government has been continuously trying to improve the condition of Indonesia's fishery, to increase fish production, to improve people's nutrition, and to increase the state's foreign exchange from fish export. The efforts include, among others, modernization of fishery, motorization of the fishing fleet, and the establishment of infrastructure facilities which are expected to be able to support fishing activities. Such facilities include fishing port and fish landing centers. One of the fishing ports is the Jakarta Fishing Port, which is the first deep-sea port in Indonesia. It is expected to be able to encourage fishery development and modern fish marketing, and to create productive work opportunities in line with the general policies of the government. Through the credit aid from the Overseas Economic Cooperation Fund, or OECF Japan, the Jakarta Fishing Port was started in 1980 after a long process of preparation since 1974. The management of the physical construction of the Jakarta Fishing Port was carried out by the Management Unit Project, comprising the following members: Sukirno, Project Director; Sunyoto Darmorejo, Assistant Director for Administration and Finance; Sutik Muhadi, Assistant Director for Operation; and Oman Peters Arifin, Project Secretary. Based on the result of the engineering study, which was carried out by the Pacific Consultant International, the realization of physical construction of the Jakarta Fishing Port was divided into 2 stages. The first stage development, which includes the construction of basic facilities, consists among others of quay-wall, plaster, breakwater, port pond, and land reclamation, as has been carried out by Rinkai Construction Company Limited, Japan, in cooperation with PT Sak Nusantara, Indonesia. The second stage development includes the construction of functional facilities, which consist of fish cold storage, ice factory, slipway, as has been carried out by the Tokai Kogyo Construction Company Limited, Japan, in cooperation with PT Wijaya Karya, Persero, Indonesia. Supervision of the physical construction of the port, both the first and the second stage, was carried out by the Pacific Consultant International, Japan, in cooperation with PT Inconep, Indonesia. The first stage development started in March 1980 and was finished in December 1982. Seen here is the second stage development, expected to be finished within 27 months in July 1984. The experts involved in this major project, Jakarta Fishing Port Market, are as follows. In the first phase, 50 Indonesian experts and 30 Japanese experts were employed, while in the second phase, 15 Indonesian experts and 8 Japanese experts. It is encouraging to say that many Indonesian workers are employed in the project, so that transfer of technology, which is part of the government's program, can be realized in the project of the Jakarta Fishing Port. We are naturally proud of this project because it is the first deep-sea fishing port ever constructed in Indonesia. material such as concrete iron, cement, sand, asbestos, paint and wooden tiles are bought from domestic markets, while the other kinds of material such as column tiles, pipes, etc. are imported from Japan in regard to the reclamation land condition. Other materials like cold storage coating, diesel engines, pipes and other kinds of material, in order to meet standard quality, still have to be imported from Japan, being very experienced and advanced in the field of fishery and industry. This major project also involves many domestic subcontractors for building construction works, besides employing many laborers. Sometimes about 500 workers are employed a day. It is through the Directorate General of Fisheries that the government has conducted this project since 1977 in view of its potential as a maritime state. The government is determined to boost the fishing trade, which in turn will be beneficial to the fishermen in Jakarta and its surroundings and to the fishermen in Indonesia as a whole. After a long struggle, the dream has come true. The development of fishing industry is very urgent. It is useful not only for the fishermen, but also for the utilization of maritime resources. The fishing industry will in turn support the influx of international exchange from non-oil products, which is badly needed by the government to achieve the target of the overall national development programs. Modernization of the management of the fishing industry and the fishing trade has been carried out to keep up with the national development and to improve the living standard of the Indonesian fishermen in particular. On the occasion of inspection to the Jakarta fishing port, the project management explained the details of the construction progress and the facilities of the Jakarta fishing port to the officers of the Directorate General of Fisheries. This on-the-spot inspection was intended to provide useful input for the management of the available facilities in the future. The Japanese government is also serious in its participation in this project. Despite his non-stop routine activities, the Japanese ambassador has made an on-the-spot inspection to check the development and progress of this Indonesia-Japan joint operation. The Jakarta fishing port, with all its facilities, can accommodate up to 120,000 tons of fish products. In order to support the fishing industry and trade, the Jakarta fishing port provides practical, integrated and modern facilities as follows. Around 2,200 square meters large, the administration office building handles all activities of the Jakarta fishing port. The fishing trade mechanism is regularly controlled by skilled and experienced personnel from this building. The machinery house completed with generators and compressors for cold storage and other facilities. There are 2 units of generators, each with a power of 1000 kilowatt, to be used only when the PLN electric power is not in function. These generators are for emergency purpose, while compressors consist of 10 units. This 840-ton cold storage consists of 3 parts: minus 5 degrees Celsius with a capacity of 120 tons, minus 30 degrees Celsius with a capacity of 600 tons, minus 40 degrees Celsius with a capacity of 120 tons. These contact freezers use electricity with minus 30 degrees Celsius and a capacity of 3 tons per day, consisting of 2 units for 250 kilogram and 1 unit for 1000 kilogram. It is completed with an ice-making plant, which has a capacity of 150 tons a day, and ice storage, which has a capacity of 500 tons. Transit sheds are used for fish loading and unloading. Then the fish is transferred to the wholesale market and or to the storage rooms. There are 12 storage rooms in all. The transit sheds can accommodate ships of 50-ton size, 500-ton size, and 1,500-ton size. One of the port facilities is the quay wall, 1,350 meters in length and 4.5 meters in depth. The other one is 150 meters in length and 6 meters in depth. This port can serve around 500 fishing ships in turn each day. All big ships operating in the western Indonesian waters and in the South China Sea can economically be based in this port. And here we have the wholesale market. This is equipped with various facilities and has the capacity of 120,000 to 290,000 tons of fish a year. There are 2 slipways. This facility is provided for the repair and maintenance of fishing ships up to 50 and 500 tons. For the fuel supply to the ships, the fuel is flown through the outlets installed in the 3 sheds east of the pump. There are 2 fuel tanks, each with a capacity of 500 tons. Each unit is used for high-speed diesel, which supplies fuel oil to the ships and the generators. Water tank with a capacity of 60 tons. Water pumping house with a capacity of 600 liters of water per minute. Water reservoir for deep well water and the water from PAM or the Drinking Water Company. There are 2 units with a capacity of 600 tons each. Garage used for office cars and heavy equipment. The roads are made of high quality so as to match the conditions of roads in the city. They are designed to accommodate the flow of heavy vehicles with ease. The bearing capacity of the roads is 20 tons. A dormitory is provided for the staff coming from out of town. Rest house provided for staff. After completion of the 2nd phase development, the project's total cost was more than 31 billion rupiah. The government of Indonesia spent more than 7,623 million rupiah, while the remainder was borne by the Japanese government through OECF. The percentage value of the cost indicates the great trust of foreign investors towards the government, which is evaluated as successful in development. It is expected that the Jakarta fishing port will have the following advantages: the change in the development and pattern of production as well as the fish marketing in Indonesia, the increase of production which can help increase the fishermen's income, smooth distribution of cheap and fresh fish production, reduction of marketing and distribution costs, and price stabilization at consumers' level, an increase in the work opportunities resulting from marketing development and modern processing facilities. Through many challenges, the idea of building up the first fishing port in Indonesia has finally come into existence. And on Tuesday, the 17th of July 1984, the fishing port, situated in Muara Baru in the Jakarta Bay, was officially opened by President and Madame Suharto, witnessed by ministers of the 4th Development Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Parliament members, first echelon functionaries, the Governor of Jakarta Raya, members of the Indonesian Fishermen Association, and many other guests. In his address, President Suharto reaffirmed the potentials of the Republic of Indonesia by expressing that the abundant fish resources have not yet been optimally utilized by the Indonesian people. Out of the potentials of the territorial waters, which are estimated to produce 4.5 million tons of fish a year, added with 2 million tons of fish from the exclusive economic zone, only about 1.6 million of fish is produced annually. According to the President, the low production is due, among others, to the use of traditional equipment, which can operate only along the coastal areas. That is why it is necessary to modernize the fishing equipment. in the framework of modernizing sea fishery facilities, the President, among others, said, the government has been attempting hard to change sailing boats with motorized ones so that fishing areas can be enlarged and the production can be increased. The government has also been endeavoring to modernize the fishing tools of other fishermen and to modernize and build fishing ports throughout the country. The President further said, modernization of fishing tools is intended especially to improve the living condition of fishermen, since the main purpose of fishery development is to improve their life and that of fishery farmers. The aim of national development is to improve the life of all people in the country. To eliminate tight relations between producers and consumers, a cold chain system should be created and will hopefully be continued in the coming third stage development. The Jakarta fishing port is just an example of a complex port which can meet not only the increasing demand for sea products for the people of Jakarta, but also the need for the fishing industry in Indonesia